Well, if you can't tell that it's a really cold morning here in Virginia from the frost on my blue truck, it's cold. So today I'm going to give you a little bit of an update tour on all the trucks that I have. I've been waiting on a lot of parts, so a lot of the projects are kind of put on hold right now. So we're going to jump in Crowbar, we're going to run over to Classic Motors where a lot of them are, and we'll get to Norah and a couple of other trucks here a little later. All right, we made it to Classic Motors. So got plenty of trucks here to review and go over. Let's start doing it. All right, so this is the 1988 FJ62. As you can see, it's pretty well picked. It's basically just bones right now. I still have a motor and trans in here. I still have a couple more things to cut off the truck. As you can see, probably gonna do the dog legs. I did go ahead and sell the rolling chassis. The gentleman does not really want the axles, so if somebody out there wants the axles, reach out to me. We can try to put something together. He just wants the frame. His frame's actually still decent. So as you can see, it is fully picked. Still got plenty of parts for this that are just not on the truck. But yeah, it's pretty done. Motor's still good. It's under that tarp there. Floors are decent. You can probably make some cuts out of those for somebody, depending on what you need. All right, so this is my other 1988 FJ62. I'm actually really excited about this truck to get really working on it. I haven't done much. Went ahead and replaced the front bumper. That was number one. I had a really nice one with bumper caps in the parts bin, as well as, unfortunately, I've gone ahead and packed it full of all the parts that used to be in the parts truck over there. But since I'm cutting it up, they all had to move in here for the time being. You can't see it right now, but I have ripped out all the Land Rover seats, if you remember from previous episodes. Ripped those all out, all the old carpet. I'll cue a little bit of a clip in there of that stuff. Haven't washed it, haven't really done much to it. I know that this truck really needs a fuel pump. Went ahead and ordered that. If anybody's ever done one of those, they know that it is a pain in the butt. So to drop that tank in the back. So that's the next project we're gonna get done on it, get her running. I have replaced a lot of the relays to see if that was a problem instead of the gas tank, and because I really don't want to pull the gas tank, but you know, in order to get this truck running, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I've also heard of people cutting into the rear of the cargo space to get right to the fuel pump and sending unit. I'm not sure if I really want to do that. Guys on the I8 Mud forum have done it in the past. I thought it was a good idea. So leave a comment below if you think I should do that, or I should make a video about dropping one of these tanks, because dropping the tank is a little bit of a pain. But that's the 1988. That is the next one on the project list to get done and at least running and driving. And once that's taken care of, we'll move into the interior. So here's my 1987 FJ60. This is basically my daily driver. This is the truck I call Norah. She is awesome. This is the one that we're going to be putting the 2F engine rebuild in. Haven't really changed a whole lot since when I reviewed it a while back. You know, I got the rear lens guards on. I did screw up the tailgate here. Look at that dent. That's from a high lift jack, so make sure you learn how to use one of those, because I didn't know how to use one at the time. You know, obviously if you go inside, we have the wing windows, which I did an episode on those before. Inside we got the classic CB radio, the FJ55 5-speed, and pretty much standard other than that. Haven't really done too much other stuff to it lately. As you can see here, I think in another video when I did the 8274 winch, you can see that all my winch controls are here and all my light controls are here. Thought that was kind of cool, trying to keep the center console stock there. But yeah, she's still looking good. Can't wait to get that new 2F, Performance 2F in here and, you know, take her on a real road trip, if you know what I mean. That's Norah. So this is Crowbar. This is my 1989 FJ62. This is a really special truck to me. It gets a real close win between Norah because of the 4-speed swap, the H42 swap that was done to the 3FE motor. So I haven't really ever reviewed this truck. I POR-15 the frame over the summer. That's pretty much all I've done to it. I added a couple more roof rack bars up there. Added the Tuffy box, as you can see in here. So we got the whole Tuffy box. There's the 4-speed manual, which is a total game changer for these trucks, as well as I put an uncracked FJ62 dash in here. You know, I am doing a parts run for a gentleman out in North Carolina here, so getting this all loaded up. He's buying a ton of stuff, so I'm gonna bring that stuff down to him. So the back is kind of dirty. Usually not left like that. Try to keep all my daily driver trucks in one piece. But for the most part, this truck is phenomenal. Don't really have too much work that I want to do to it. I want to kind of keep it this way. I know I need to do some of the ball joints and stuff. It does shake a little bit going down the road, and maybe if I find another H55 swap this truck. But other than that, it's a really solid Colorado truck that is now here in Virginia. So here's the gray 60 that I just recently did a motor swap on, and yes, it is still sitting here. I know it's unfortunate that she is still here because I'd really like to get her sold. But right now, what we're waiting on is it does run, it does move. I can put a little clip of me driving down the road, but there is a really bad vacuum leak. So I'm just having a tough time trying to track that down. It's just been too cold for me to be out here trying to track that down. So maybe today, tomorrow, we'll get that going. But for the most part, she is beautiful. All of the interior is all done. As you can see, it is just gorgeous in there. So that's basically what's going on with the gray 60. But yeah, she'll be online here soon, as soon as I get it running a little better. Here's an FJ60 that's really special to my little baby Land Cruiser collection. It's a 1985 late FJ60. This truck is actually from California, and at some point it came to the East Coast Virginia area. I love this truck. I've gotten it running and driving before. It does need a lot of work cleaning up. I've just never gotten to it. The entire body is perfect clean. Again, because I'm cutting up that parts truck, a lot of the parts have ended up in these baby storage units that are basically here. But for the most part, this truck is beautiful. The dash isn't cracked. That's really awesome to see in one of these old FJ60s. But this one is a little bit on the back burner to get done. I'd like to get it running and at least drive it around a little bit. But love the color, love the stripes. Well, yeah, tell me what you think. Love the old gold 60 farm use truck. So this is my favorite build that I have going on right now. This is the 1976 FJ55 Iron Pig. So I got a lot of stuff to do, obviously. In previous videos, we got her running and drove her down the road. Unfortunately, after that drive, the carburetor, I think, had just been sitting too long and it needs a rebuild. So I've taken that carburetor off and I'm waiting on a rebuild kit. Right now, shipping is a little atrocious, so it's been weeks. I haven't been able to get that running. I did go ahead and get the rear glass to go down. I had to rebuild my broken gear because if anybody knows, FJ55 gears are impossible to find. So I'll put a picture of what it looks like. Please don't judge, but it works. I'll show that in a minute. Need to do a cleaning. Obviously the fenders you can see are coming off. I need to fix those. One cool thing I went ahead and did is I put a second-hand rubber mat in. That was really kind of difficult to do the firewall. I know this was from an earlier 55, so I don't know if that's that changed or they didn't. That's why I didn't fit as well as I'd liked it. Also went ahead and put the roof rack, full roof rack from the blue FJ62 that I picked up a little while ago. So working on putting that on today. But overall, I love this truck and I can't wait to really take her down the road and just, you know, give her the love that she deserves. So let me know in the comments below what else you think I should do to this truck or maybe other stuff that you want to see with it. Well guys, that's going to conclude the tour video of 2021 and everything that's to come this year. I have a ton of projects to take care of, as you can see, just waiting on a lot of parts and mostly trying to find the time to make it all happen. So if you really like this type of stuff, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe, like, and share these videos, as it keeps me motivated to keep making content like this. And if there's something that you want me to bring to the channel, please leave a comment below and I'll do my best to try to make some content on it. Cheers and enjoy the video.